I guess right now you're like, what the hell happened to your face? Well, if you want to find out, stay tuned. Yep, acne and pimples, they might be the words that gives you chills, and having them might be your worst nightmare. But this video is not going to tell you how you're going to cure your acne or pimples, or how to use makeup to cover up this acne or pimples. This video is going to tell you it is alright to have pimples and acne out, and it is not the definition or one of the features for being ugly. Okay, so if you look closer, you will see that in fact these are not real pimples or acne, but it doesn't mean that I haven't suffered from this problem. I still suffer from it. If you look closely here, you will see that in fact this one is recently cured, and I have marks left after having acne, and this pimple is going to pop up very soon. So yes, I do suffer from this problem, and I do agree with a lot of people that having these will really affect your self-esteem and confidence. For example, very often my pimples like to grow here, which makes me, what do you think this look like? I look like the red-nosed reindeer all the time. And whenever I have one pimples here, I would like try to hide it with a face mask, and my friends would come up to me and say, oh, are you sick? But I would tell them, if we are closer friends, I would, like show them, it's like, oh, I had this pimple. And then my friends would respond like, yeah, you have to, you have to cover it up. And yeah, one of the research suggested that, among the 34 patients they have interviewed who suffered from acne, 44% of them, which is 15 patients, reported they had significant levels of anxiety, and 6 of them reported they have depression. And there's this other website suggesting that the psychological effects that were caused by acne include, lower self-esteem, as I've mentioned, where they feel embarrassed. They try to, girls will try to grow their hair longer so they can cover up their face, and they will have problems like social withdrawals, and they won't want to, go out and interact with people. As you can see, the general effects or the general image of having acne and pimples are negative. But why should people feel ashamed for having acne or pimples? Why should you consider him or her as ugly if she has pimples on her face? Why? There are so many negative views from social media, movies, suggesting that having pimples or acne are negative. For example, there are commercials showing that, like in Hong Kong, commercials, especially those who sell, creams that cure pimples or acne. Very often they have this, first start with this girl with bad haircut, eyeglasses, braces, and most importantly, they have pimples all around them. And she is the unpopular girl, the girl who's being teased at or bullied at. And then suddenly there's this magical cream that suddenly bing appear in front of them, and when she put it on, all her pimples are gone, and suddenly she became this beautiful girl with nice haircut, no eyeglasses, no braces, and everyone's like cheering at her, loving her. She becomes this popular girl all of a sudden. And the second scenario would be like this beautiful girl who's ready to, go to a party or a date, and suddenly, pop, there's this pimple on her, and suddenly she became so ugly. And yeah, and once again, bing, there's this cream out, and she put it on, and once again, brang, she becomes pretty again. And whenever I see this commercial, I just want to, get one of these heavy rocks and throw it against it. Because if you look closely to these commercials and movies, in fact, they are suggesting this really bad idea that having pimples equals to being ugly, which is totally wrong. Why can't we see, look at this matter, having pimples, as something positive, which is one of the themes that I often suggest in my channel. I suggest that to be alive is one of the things is to live a joyful life. And when I talk about joyful life, it also includes making something that you hate into something you love and changing something negative into positive. And yeah, that's the chance for us to, make this matter of having pimples into something positive. So let's make it into something positive. The first positive thing you can think of is, in fact, having pimples is a symbol of youth. Mostly, pimples or having acne only occurs when during teenage, puberty, when you are still a teenager. So if you have these, it means you're still young. So if you look positively at it, you can say like, yes, I still have pimples. You don't have, you're already gone. You are so old and I'm so young. The first thing. And the second thing is a more scientific approach, which is, in fact, the area you have pimples on suggests a certain part of your body has went wrong. For example, so I've searched online, which is this. And according to this, if you have pimples here on the nose, it means that you have poor diet or poor blood circulation. For this, it means that you have stress or allergies. This means there's problem with your lungs. And for this, it might be kidney imbalance. There's stress, or this one might be stress or poor diet or diet too high in fat. So as you can see, in fact, without going to the hospital or doctor to have a full body check, you can already know what's wrong with your body, and you can, prevent certain disease from getting worse. Don't you think this can be something positive about having acne or pimples? So other than knowing the positive points of having acne or pimples, in fact, we can change this view towards having acne or pimples from negative to positive by altering the definition of having a beautiful appearance or an ugly appearance. So how can we affect the majority right now? Of course, the most common thing is to start a campaign. And yes, one of the main goals of this video is that I would like to start a campaign called Still Attractive with Acne. There's two simple things you can do to show your support for this campaign. So the first thing is to post a video or a photo on Instagram with the hashtag Still Attractive with Acne. And in this photo or video, you're gonna show me that even without makeup or any cover, you can still be attractive with pimples. So for example, now I'm doing this video where I showing off the pimples I have, showing how confident I am, even if my face is like this. So it's very simple. Use your own way. Use any creative. I believe a lot of you are very creative. So creative or funny ways to show that, yes, I can still look attractive even with these pimples on. And remember, after uploading this and putting on the hashtag, also remember to tag me on Instagram. So you can tag the account JollyMollyWong, which is my official YouTube channel Instagram account, so that I can know that you have joined my campaign. And the second thing would be to share this video to your friends, family, anyone who suffers the problem of acne or pimples, so that they can also, I hope that they can also, join this campaign, and yeah, hope that one day no one will feel ashamed, no one will feel sad, embarrassed for having pimples, and no one have to, take a sick leave or hide themselves or cover themselves up with thick makeup because they have pimples. And yes, this is one of the dreams, and I hope this message can be spread throughout the world. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video, and I hope you love it. If you do like this video, give a big thumbs up, subscribe, and show your support for this campaign. And yep, let's end this video by saying, remember to stop existing, start living, and be alive. Bye.
What's wrong with being? What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with